Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today it is pouring time again, and as you can see we are again playing with the paints that Arteza has sent over to me, and it is the Metallic Acrylics again. After my first video that I did playing with them when I made this simple acrylic paint and soap painting, I want to see how they work in an acrylic pour, if they behave as regular acrylics or if they stay a bit muted, what I actually do expect. Because as you have seen, probably from the packaging, almost all of these paints are semi-translucent, which is okay, which is not bad, which is just something you must keep in mind when you work with them. So I have just picked a couple of colors that I think will work pretty well, which is the gold, because everyone loves gold. It's the purple, because I hope this is kind of dark to give me some contrast. Some vibrant blue, which I just love. It's a greenish turquoise, and it's pearl white, just to have something whitish to counter, hopefully, the violet. So I'm going to mix those up. I do have the same mixture as I always have, so there is no experiment on this side. This is just my acrylic binder, this is just some water. And in the video you can also see how my mixture is, so when it comes to the consistency. And I'm just going to add an equal amount of these acrylic paints into all of these cups and mix them around. As I've already worked with the regular Arteza acrylic paints in the past and used them for testing some acrylic pours, I just know that the paints really combine well with my pouring medium, so this is nothing I am fearing about. So I really expect this to work out great. But I want to give you a somewhat pre-warning, as my pouring medium is pretty white, so it looks white here and is going to dry clear. The acrylic paints that I'm going to mix into there are losing their vibrancy right away. So they will more likely look like pastel tones, which will dry a bit darker when everything is going to dry on the canvas. So the result that you are going to see right after the pour is much lighter than the end result is going to be when everything is dried. I'm pretty sure you do have experienced this with your acrylic paints as well, because whenever your medium that you are working with is white in the wet form, it is of course going to lighten your colors, which are going to darken down to their original color tone when everything is drying. And if I could encourage you to give those paints a try as well, I have linked the US and the European Arteza shop version links in my description box down below. And you will also find a 10% discount code for the month of August down there, which you can use to get 10% off. And those 10% are not only for these paints, this is for everything you're going to shop in the Arteza shop. So if you like, give it a try, and I would be happy if you used my links. I for myself am just curious if it works out having all the metallics into one pour, because usually I do not really go for more than one or maximum two metallic acrylics or metallic colors in general when I make my acrylic pours, just to have it not too glittery vibrant. So I need this regular acrylic paint matte finish for the contrast to the glitter, you know what I mean? So I'm not really sure if this is going to turn out, just want to see how the paints look and work out in general and see what the result can give us. None of the paints that I've mixed here does contain silicone. I might add some silicone in the very end when the pour is done, and I think it might need some. And I'm going to try out the technique that I did not do before. I was just curious how this works out with this technique, and if I fail completely using the technique, we will see. Bottom line, it is just a very simple technique because it's an open cup pour. So practically you just cut the bottom of your cup, put it on your canvas, make some base layer paint around it to make it somewhat swim, and add your paint in the middle of the open cup. So it will step by step flow out of the cup and create some, I don't know what effect in the end. So I hope for somewhat marble looking with a darker part blob spot in the center, because I'm going to pour the purple color towards the end, so that is sitting in the middle and is kind of prominent on the canvas in the end. We will see. Just in case you wonder, because you might not be able to see this on film here, All those paints that I've mixed into my Pro medium do not really look metallic anymore when they are mixed in there. This is just based to the fact that the Pro medium is white, so this kind of blocks out the shimmer. But when this is drying, I really expect the shimmer to come back, and I'm curious to see how this shimmers. Lucky me, we are going to have sun tomorrow, so I can show you in sunlight at the very end how the end result looks. So I hope you enjoyed the little bit of silence hearing some music, and here is the end result. I kind of like the design. I think it is pretty much muted. I hoped it to be a bit more on the contrast side, at least as much as these paints can do, but the purple, the first part that I added there was just underneath all the other colors, and the final addition of purple just stayed on top, so I have this large blob there, which is not bad. So I kind of like it, but I think it probably lacks some interest to look at. So I decided to put some silicone on my fingers and sprinkled it on there, flicked it on there, I never know how to call it. And just creating some tiny small cells on half of the canvas, leaving the other half kind of as it was, just to create some interest. Hopefully, in the end, we will see. So this technique works pretty great. It will give you many very small cells. If you put more of the silicone oil onto your fingers and sprinkle it on there, you will get larger cells. But if you are not careful, you will also get some caterpillars. So when a lot of drops kind of hit the canvas at once and kind of form this line of silicone, which looks like a caterpillar on the end. It's kind of cute, but no one wants to have it. And yeah, this is practically everything that I did for this piece. I will show you the end result at the end of the video. As usual, I really like how this one turned out. As expected, the colors dried a bit muted, so it's not a vibrant, striking color contrast effect, which one just needs to know when working with these paints. But I overall liked how they worked out in general. So combining those with a regular acrylic color that dries matte and higher in contrast, or with a regular white, adding some of the metallics on top of this for some lacing effects, might really look cool. So this is for sure not the last time that I've played with them, and as usual I'm open for ideas to pour. So if you have any color suggestions what you want me to pour. You have seen all of the colors in the beginning of the video, and there are so many, so there is so much more to play with. And if you would like to send me some ideas, then I will make them happen perhaps on a smaller canvas, so these 20 by 20 centimeters, and I can make again such an event, you know. Perhaps you remember when I hit the 20,000, I made this $10 per piece giveaway special thingy, so perhaps something like this again if you would like to see that again. And perhaps Patrick would love to join in, who knows. So, as usual, let me know in the comments what you think about this project, about the other part of my rambling all over the video, the idea about the giveaway part, and yeah, if you have questions, also leave me down below. Social media links are down there. Again, the Arteza links are down there as well, and if you like to give them a try, so far I really enjoy working with them, and they offer a lot of potential for so many ideas and techniques. And of course, the most important part for me as a YouTuber, leave me a thumbs up if you liked the video, subscribe to my channel if you have not done so far, and of course also have a look around all my other videos, playlists, if you are up for more videos from me. Would be glad. So thank you for your time, thank you for watching, and other than that, I hope to see you in my next video. Have a great day. Bye bye.